All right, guys, here to talk about latest addition to my family. I decided to make a print off a camper trailer. This is, I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, the MBC3. Not really talking about this so much as what I'm holding by my thumb here, which is my custom made hitch mount. Anyway, but before I go there, I do want to throw a huge shout out. I think his name is Peter. I'm looking here. Pitoka. Sorry if I bastardized that, my friend. I have a link in my description that you can download this for free. It is a hugely awesome model. Please give kudos to him. It's his model. I just printed it, downloaded and printed it. It's just a phenomenal build. Takes a while to print, but just love it. It went together really well. But what I found was, knowing that I'm probably going to join Trailer Trash the first time doing this with the local gangs here, but the different hitch mounts that I've seen out there, wasn't overly confident in it, in the strength of those. I felt like they were going to get totally trashed, so I wanted to sort of model model my own. Let me just back it up. Model my own, so I'll talk a bit more about what I did and whether I think it works or not. But also, and I think you saw this at the corner, I wanted to share this with you. I did a video on this. Highly recommended a torque screwdriver that has lots of torque settings. You can't get this here. I have a link in my description to this on AliExpress. It's the WX242. You can only get the WX240, and they are different. And I really like this, so I really wanted to sort of throw a shout out to this out there, because this saved my wrist thousands of twists with the amount of screws that I had to put into making this thing. Anyway, I want to talk a bit about the different hitch mounts. So, on Maker World, you can find different ones like this guy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is not my design, but I think I did do some mods because I wanted to make it stronger. And I did print this. It looks ugly, but I printed it out of PA6 CF, so it's not on carbon fiber. But I found that, I need to get pivots. And I'm like, I want to make this work. I bought this from AliExpress, and I cannot recommend it. It actually doesn't even fit together properly. It's all metal, and it might have worked well, but doesn't hold itself together, so forget that. So I said, screw it, I'm coming up with this. So this idea I had was sort of to a ball and socket concept. So, this particular thing, it is specific to the Redcat Ascent Fusion. In the back of this thing, it's got a special set of holes back there that they created. I don't know why you see that. And also, this is super unique because I screwed up. I was trying to tap these holes out to M3 threads, and the tap broke off in this hole here, so I had to drill another hole. So I'm going to fix this up and I'll share it when I'm done, but this model is very, as you can see, it's offset. This left screw hole is offset to an abnormal spacing, but I'll redo this in another version and just mirror the right side over to the left to make it work for stock. But a couple quick tips. So, you got to drill out these holes. These are drilled out to M3. They don't thread. I decided not to make them threaded, so I just put a locking nut on the back side. But the idea is that this is sort of the mount plate. Let me just slide this in here very quick. This is the mount plate that sort of sits hanging down from the trailer, or sort of from the back of the Ascent. So, when not using the trailer, that's what you'd have in the back of the truck. You could remove it if you want, I guess, but I want to sort of make a quick release system. I haven't got that far, but I've gotten far enough to share it out. So that would be mounted and stays on the truck. This concept I'm trying to work with here is, what I've gotten with so far is a sort of a ball and socket with a retainer of sorts. There's the hole. So the idea is that slides on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Of course, when you're on a video and you're trying to show something off, nothing ever goes to spec. Anyway, there you go. So the idea is that, also I wanted to try to model as much articulation as possible. So, I took the one, I think it's from the same guy here. He modeled something like this, or there's another maker that modeled it, but then I took it and sort of redrew it, but then did some extensions on it and modifications to it. The ball is separate. It's actually a M330 threaded right through the ball. Let me just back that back up. You can see there the M330 goes through the ball. I printed the ball. I'm just using PETG right now. So I printed the ball, screwed that together into this mount, mounted it. This guy is, you know, whatever you want to call it, a locking washer of sorts that, again, these threaded M3s will go through here. And then for now, I'm just going to end up putting, I'm going to get some longer ones because I need the lock nuts to grab. But basically lock nuts, and then you end up having this, like, you know, great amount of articulation that the trailer can pivot as you're you know, going over terrain, and at least get you a fair bit of movement. Of course, if I push too hard, I'm going to break something, but heck, that's why we do these things and we learn. But that's a pretty good bit of articulation that you can get out of this, right? Before it wants to give. So, you know, if I'm careful, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, worst case can happen, I break some PETG and have to reprint something, right? Or I'll just bring copies of it. I suspect the ring will break first. But my goal is that I want to be able to easily swap this in and out. So I'm gonna like look at modeling some concept of maybe like I don't know what you call them, like a C-clip concept, where maybe even through here and different type of bolt. Like I'll probably get smooth bolts, but maybe have some sort of groove in it with a C-clip type of concept that I can easily insert them, you know, in here, maybe even to lock them in, so they're, you know, more of a quirky system, and it just slides in and out. But for the time being, this will have to do. I mean, honestly, it'll take a minute, less than a minute, to mount this and unmount it, so it's no big deal. But yeah, that's what I came up with. I have links to my MakerWorld account in there. You'll find a lot of the things that I have modeled for this guy in there that I posted on there. Different pieces for my LED lights and all kinds of different things. So please check it out. And I do highly encourage you, if you have an account, give this guy a boost first, right? If you download this model, boost the model. The guy deserves it. He posted it for free, and there's got to be hundreds of hours worth of work that he's put into this. And it's just, honestly, I haven't done it exactly like others do, but these doors can open. These are supposed to be windows. People do up the insides of these things, and they put like camping equipment. Oh, hey, you guys probably recognize that. GTRC crawlers. Glued that on the back as a license plate, because why not? Shout out to Costas for that. I think it was Costas. Anyway, yeah, guys, so hope you like that. Hope it maybe helps you with something. But I mean, I imagine you can use this with any trailer if you're modeling your own stuff, you know, just making a custom mount on this side. But yeah, stay tuned. I don't have it up right away, or I might not have it up right away. You check the link, but I suggest you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also subscribe to follow me on MakerWorld, so that I think you get notifications when I post new models there too. So I encourage you to do that, so you get notified when if I haven't done this already, when I post it up too. Anyway, thanks for watching.